We've got new Sony FX3 leaked photos and specifications. No surprises, it's not going to have 8K video, but it is going to have impressive 4K capabilities. We'll also get an update on the Sony FE 35mm. This and more after the intro. Hi, I'm Simon. Thanks for tuning into The Ordinary Filmmaker. Subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any news, rumors, gear reviews, or tutorials. And to make things just a little bit more exciting, I'm giving away a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera to one lucky viewer. Details are in the description down below, or you can watch this video here, but please look at the terms and conditions as there are some age and location restrictions. And now for the news. The Sony FE 35mm f1.4 lens is, well, it's going to have some delays due to production issues. Now, it could take a few months before things start shipping. Production delays are really affecting the entire industry and are likely caused by component shortages due to COVID or the AKM semiconductor fire that happened late last year. If you're interested in the 35mm, you can pre-order the lens through my B&H link below. But now for the big news. We have more Sony FX3 leaked photos and specifications. When I first saw this image, it looked a little bit too clean, and I wondered secretly if it was staged. I felt almost as if it was computer generated. But we get a much better look at the FX3 from this point of view. It's clear that this image isn't faked. It's the real thing, and it looks a little bit like the Canon C70, and most likely similar to what the Canon C50 will look like. I love the location of the record button, and those two screw holes. They're likely for the supplied XLR adapter, as you can see in this photo here. And really, this has to be the worst photo of the bunch. It's grainy, it's blurred, and it's typically what you would expect from a leaked photo with very little detail. Now for the leaked specifications. This is what we know of the Sony FX3 thanks to Sony Alpha rumors. It's going to be priced at €37.95, which means that it'll likely retail for $27.99 to $29.99 US. It's capable of 4K video up to 120 frames per second, but it's not going to be capable of 8K video. And what I really wonder here, we've heard a lot of rumors about it having 8K video. I wonder if the sensor is going to be capable of 8K readout and then provide us with 8K downsampled 4K video. And I know what some of you are thinking, this is a little bit far-fetched, but it would explain a lot of the talk, and really, it's not that far-fetched of an idea in the cinema world. Take a look at the Canon C100. It has a 4K sensor, but it outputs at tops in 1080, no 4K there. Now, the FX3 has a CF Express Type A card slot and will be available for pre-order on February the 23rd. According to Sony Alpha rumors, these rumors are from credible sources. The remaining leak specs, also from Sony Alpha rumors, are a little bit more suspect as they're from unknown sources. The FX3 will have an active cooling system, which means it's likely going to have a fan. It will come with an XLR adapter and support s-cinetone, and it can record 10-bit 422. And that's without any overheating. Now, most of this makes sense, and the timing feels right too. CP Plus is from February the 25th through the 28th, and it's common for companies to announce cameras and other related gear in the days leading up to this event. I'd expect to hear more leaks from Canon, Sony, Panasonic, Nikon, and others in the next 10 days leading up to the event. And now, let's go behind the scenes. I want to talk to you about a couple of things in this episode of Behind the Scenes. One is CP Plus. It's a really big show, and this is really the first time in the camera season, which lasts from about late January up till about June, that we start to get camera announcements, and I'm expecting to hear a couple of announcements coming up. Now, what's really been surprising me is how quiet the rumors have been. Now, by now, I'd expect a couple of leaked rumors from Canon, and we're getting nothing. So are we going to be getting a Canon announcement? What about Nikon? What about Sony? Well, Sony, we're getting the FX3, but anything else? I don't know. I really do expect some announcements, but I'm really surprised at how quiet things have been. The other thing I want to talk about in this episode of Behind the Scenes is the sheer problems I had with the video I recorded yesterday. I probably should have taken a break and then come back and started recording. When I put my R5 back on, it looked like it was framed right, looking in the LCD, and you can't trust LCDs because when I took it back to the computer, I was almost cropping the top of my head off, so I threw that out. I re-recorded. I had some other issues. I had issues with audio. At one point, when I started recording, I recorded for about a minute and a half, and then all of a sudden, it stopped writing to the CF card. And I don't know what the reason for that was. Most likely, that's usually as a result of some problem with the card. And when I reformatted the card, guess what? Everything worked fine. But that was really frustrating. I don't think I finished till about 1 o'clock, and here I am recording today. I've reset everything up, and I just recorded this video already, and guess what? Almost the entire video was out of focus. So frustrating. Now what I did move the tripod back about 3 inches, but still that shouldn't be a problem. It should be still locking onto eye autofocus. And it certainly can clearly see my face. I'm not moving around, so I don't know what's going on with my R5. I just got it back from service. I'm just going to say it was a once-off, so hopefully this video here, I haven't had any issues, and if you're hearing me right now, then it recorded this video perfectly fine with autofocus on. And the last thing I want to talk about in this episode of Behind the Scenes is a Canon lens update. I get a lot of people asking me about the Canon RF lenses. So tomorrow morning I'm going to release a video that talks about all the RF lenses that are due out in 2021, as well as the 30 lenses rumored since early 2020 and where we are at with those. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe for your chance to win 2 Angelbird 128GB AV Pro MK2 V90 SD cards, along with a dual UHS 2 card reader. Or you could also win a Ulanzi LED light package with accent lights, underwater lights, and various other flat panel lights. I'll be awarding these 2 prize bundles once the channel reaches 30,000 subscribers, and then I'll offer up a different prize every 10,000 or so subscribers until we reach the magical plateau of 100,000. And once I reach that plateau, I'll be offering up or awarding a Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera to 1 lucky viewer. And on that bombshell, thanks so much for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. We'll see you again soon.